Hey guys, MrStardustRicon here, and what is up? Welcome back to Shinjuku Chapter 11 this time. We're going to be heading in. Last time we got freed by who we thought was Avenger, our good old friend, Dantes, but it actually turned out to be Sherlock Holmes instead. But he did rescue us, and we learned of Sherlock's fate. We also got freed, met a little arms dealer, that was nice, and now we're getting back to the roost, probably about to be yelled at by Tiger Mom, and find out what exactly Archer of Shinjuku, who we found out was actually James Moriarty, what he's up to, because he kind of sent us there just to draw out Sherlock and possibly some other reasons, but that's the major one of it. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to see. Still in the middle of event territory, so I'm a little worried on everybody else's teams, but it's looking fine for now. Let's go ahead. I don't know if there's anything too major in this. Got some casters right away, so that's a little bit worrying. Do we have any? We do have an evil archer, or evil caster rather. Let's go ahead and use someone that I haven't used once yet, and that's yeah, good old Ibaraki. Ibaraki is a fun unit to use, and I'm gonna try and make the most out of her. I forget how much the cost is comparison between the two of these two. Let's see, 4 to 7. We'll have just enough. Let's go ahead and bring him out, just so we don't have to deal with that, because it's gonna be better to have her in the back rather than have someone like... Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and just not deal with that at all and just use Cascu, because if worst comes to worst, he's gonna have the best survivability out of everyone, especially with everything that we've come to with that. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Have some casters, some friends. I don't think we're going to be losing this anytime soon, but I don't really know what we have to deal with. Only we'll have a 1 arrow, so this might be a little bit harder, and this might be a little bit shorter of video. Here we are. Now, to reestablish contact. Oh, with Caldea, right, because he's been cutting contact with everyone. I forgot completely about that. For what reason, though? Just because... No, because he's told us that we could tell everyone everything. So what reason did he not want... Oh, because evil Moriarty could track us through that as well. Master, are you alright? Are you okay there? Are you okay there? Yeah, yeah, we're all good. Glad to see everyone's worried about us. I mean, I could tell you were okay because I was monitoring your status, but we haven't been able to contact you this whole time. Hey there, everyone in one piece? Wait, Sherlock Holmes? Hey guys, how's it going? It really is you! No longer worried about my well-being, too busy being starry-eyed over the great Holmes, yeah. Good to see you again, Miss Crealite. You too, Mr. Holmes. I'm glad you're in good... Wait, what are you doing there with Master? Yeah, that's... Glad you're worried about me. God. Well, good. Great. Isn't that just fan-freaking-tastic? So who's this guy? Holmes? What's good a detective gonna do here? He can work out our problems. I don't know. Hopefully, that's the assumption at least. Allow me to introduce myself once again. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm technically a caster, but I'm afraid I can't be much help in battle. Please do forgive me. God damn it, it's London all over again. You're dead weight, huh? Whatever. Anyway, thanks for saving our dumbass master. Now, get lost. That's rude. Jeez, yeah. Come on. Alright, Archer of Shinjuku. I think it's time you came out now. I'm Moriarty. Are we still going to be calling you Archer of Shinjuku? We can't change your title back like to James Moriarty or just Moriarty. Hi there, Holmes. It's been a while, hasn't it, old boy? Wonderful to see you again. Well, bye then. He's just trying to like, nah, I don't want to deal with that. What do you think you're doing? Well, when you were taken, I had planned out what I had thought to be the best course of action. But with the benefit of hindsight, I suppose it really was rather dangerous, having me involved. I feel awful about it. You must have been very scared. Guess what I'm trying to say is... Well, I'm sorry. Apologize, yeah. You fucking got us kidnapped, dick. I suppose you're right. Very well then, seeing as we're in Japan, Gonna get in Dogeza? A seppuku! Okay, that's a little bit more radical than what I was thinking. It is, I hear, quite excruciating. What a funny criminal gentleman you are. Not to worry, it seems Mr. Stardust has already forgiven you. He has? Yeah, very forgiving of a person. Got a wide, I don't know what I'm going for here. You can test your grounds a lot, apparently. You're willing to forgive a lot. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You are too kind. He's right, Master. You're being too kind. The more you let this evil bastard get away with the more you let this evil bastard get away with, the further he'll try to take things. Jealousy? Green really isn't your color, you know. My, this little kitten certainly likes to mew, but she still needs to be housebroken. Damn. These, just constantly going. I can't imagine the bickering that was going on the entire time while we were gone. That's the thing that's like really kicking into my head and making me laugh, is just imagining how much these two have been arguing this entire time. Like the entire time that they were gone. I wasn't overly concerned. They're blushing! It's the best. It's the best. At any rate, Archer of Shinjuku, it seems your memory remains incomplete. Nonetheless, you must have some idea of who you are, and what you were by now. Well, yeah. Considering all these hints that have been dropped, and given how wary I am towards you, there's only one person in the world I could be. You're wary of Mr. Holmes? You don't mean you're... Please refrain from saying anything further, Miss Crealite. Let's wait for him to say it of his own accord. Actually, I think I'm Emiya. Shiro Emiya. Yes, well. As you've deduced, I do indeed know your true name, and have already told Mr. Stardust as well. At this point, he's just waiting for you to come clean and tell him yourself. I see. So you really know who I am. Yep-a-rooney. Very well then, Stardust. I mean, Master. If you will forgive my transgressions, I shall entrust you with my true name. Of course, there may not be much point now that Holmes has already told you what it is, but no matter. After all, I'm told this ritual is quite necessary. Yep. Alright then. My name is James Moriarty. I materialized here as a Phantom Spirit composite fusion. I wish to form a contract with you, as your servant, that I may devote to you my full power. Well, now we know what's out in the open. Everybody knows. Everyone here knows. Everyone in Chaldea knows. Everybody knows. Moriarty is... Well, good Moriarty is on our side. For now. Hopefully that remains that way. Anyway, that's me, Moriarty. A pleasure to be here. Just when I thought he couldn't get any more suspicious. Master, you should banish him for good. Yeah, he reminds me of one of those cunning foxes that show up in immorality tales. If only, he's far worse than any fox. He never risks his own life. He only makes plans, leaving the dirty work to his subordinates. What an absolutely despicable villain. That's right, even in Dr. Watson's books, Moriarty was renowned for his villainy. And at the Reichenbach balls, he and Mr. Holmes faced off against one another directly, which ended with both plunging down into the waterfall. Please be careful, Master. Are you sure there are no waterfalls nearby? I don't think there's any waterfalls in Shinjuku. Maybe there... Maybe... You think Moriarty, like the evil Moriarty, just made a fucking waterfall in the middle of the barrel, the tower of the League of Villains, just so hypothetically it could go out as poetic as possible like he did in the original. Like, yes, if I'm going out, I shall drag you with me, and then they both go into the waterfall. But somehow we survive because of the help of other Moriarty or something like that. It pains me to see you so wary of me, Mash. Oh, that was just my impression of you from Dr. Watson's writings, so I do think you're, not too bad? Or at least I think I do. Pay him no heed, Miss Crealite. He's only pretending to cry. You cad! Have you no mercy? Were you, Moriarty? I will never show any mercy when it comes to foiling your plans. Well, can't blame you for that. Now then, I believe you have some information for us, Mr. Holmes. Ah, yes. About destroying this planet. Oh, yeah. I forgot he was supposed to give us the 411 on that. Oh, wait, what? How could that actually be possible? Earth has a number of safety provisions in place. You can't possibly circumvent all of them. Yeah, right you are. During the course of this planet's unbroken history, it has withstood numerous crises. Barring the sudden appearance of alien visitors, it is extremely unlikely that those of us who were born here can manage to destroy it. Thus, in order to do so, one must completely overturn one's most basic preconception. In other words, what the Lion King attempted to do in the Holy City, and what Edison attempted to accomplish using the Holy Grail's power. Back in, America. Now I see. So that's what this foolish nonsense I'm up to. Ugh, that's just like me. I understand all too well what I'm thinking. That the whole purpose of the Phantom spirits and everything like that. And now about letting the rest of us in on it. What this Lion King and Edison person try to do? Well, the Lion King made its sacred lance into a tower and planned to use it to wipe out all of humanity for save for a select few who would have been used as fuel. However, even if he had succeeded in wiping them out, the incineration of humanity was happening at the time, so he expected that their salvation would soon be forthcoming. It was a shallow, inconceived plan, but it was also the result of much agonizing. What an idiot. In that case, he should have just let himself die along with everyone else. This is why I hate kings who charge ahead to try and solve everything by themselves. Of course, I hate kings who just roll over without putting up a fight even more. As for Mr. Edison, also that was ironic considering, Salter's there. He didn't actually end up doing anything, but he did come up with an idea. He said that once he won the Holy Grail, he planned to cut America out of history altogether. So we have the Lion King who was trying to save a handful of people, even if it meant the destruction of the outside world. And Edison who tried to cut his country off from the outside world in order to preserve it forever. Hang on, that would mean, now I see. So that's his plan. Da Vinci? Figured it out already. I see your reputation as a genius artist is well deserved. Hang on just a moment. I need to look something up. To the internet. Wikipedia. Quick, all staff gather around. We need to search this as best as we can. Alright, all the staff. To internet we go. I mean, humanity just is restored, so we could probably get all the internet back, all the functionings back. So, to Wikipedia. How to save world entered in Bing, and not even Google, Bing, Yahoo search engine. So what is this plan already? It's not possible to destroy the world. Boeotia's objective may have been different, but his plan still took 3,000 years to come to fruition. However, it is possible to remove the world from history in other worlds. So then it can be destroyed, yeah. The world is removed from history, then yeah. Well done! Yes, that's exactly it. This is terrible. The world is already devoid of meaning. What do you mean, Da Vinci? I mean, the world is already cut off from history. No matter what happens there in Shinjuku, it won't have any effect on humanity whatsoever. I mean, of course it can make things a bit unstable, but no more than the tiniest of tremors. No matter what unstable humanity gets, at this level, there will never be any adverse effects. In the worst case, the Shinjuku could be destroyed without issue. It wouldn't even affect Chaldea. So, yeah, what's going on? It doesn't have any effect, then what's going on? Naturally, if the world is destroyed, they'll disappear along with it. However, since their spirit origin information won't be lost, we'll still be able to resummon them. Wait, we're forgetting the most important thing. What'll happen to Master? That's the crux of it. Basically, everything else hangs on exactly how we bring Stardust home. However, if that world is already cut off from history, we may be able to force a race shift. If we can, that would solve everything. Yes, that sounds alright, but... Yes, that is how it would play out, isn't it? Shinjuku would remain a hell pit and be destroyed alongside the planet by my other self. Yeah, that's pretty not good. Now, hear me out. Yes, Shinjuku, the world, we servants, that would all be gone. But if you make it back to Chaldea, in effect, nothing would be lost. Yeah, just this part of the world. Or, I mean, yes, we will lose our lives, but in the end, the Shinjuku would simply revert to oblivion. Sora wa chigayo. I knew you would say that, Mr. Stardust. What do you think, Mrs. Crealite? As a servant, I would like to place the highest importance on my master's life. That said, and this may be rather impudent of me, but if Master were to return here to safety and abandon Shinjuku to its doom, well, just wouldn't be like him. I'm great. We need to save this place. Thank you, Master. I'm glad you still think of me that way. Jealous? I can't believe he got fucking blasted and burned. I can't believe Moriarty is fucking dead. Now, don't go kicking another beehive. Yes, good point. For a moment, I was deathly afraid for my own life. Now then, as a representative of Chaldea, I can't just let Stardust share Shinjuku's fate. He's fought alongside us for a full year now. Actually, it's been like a year and a half, more than that. We won't let him throw his life away. However, as a master, we also wish to respect his wish to save Shinjuku. So I'll ask you just one more time, Stardust. There's no point in saving this Shinjuku. Doing so would help neither humanity nor the people here still worth protecting, if any exist. It wouldn't even be a problem if the servants you have met here were to vanish. This may sound callous, but abandoning Shinjuku would not endanger the restoration of humanity in the slightest. The servants who are there with you would never blame you for making such a choice. So even taking all of that into consideration, you still believe the Shinjuku is worth saving. Yeah, sure, whatever. Get more of an adventure, I guess. Because realistically, she's exactly right. Until we know more, which there might still be more, or this might just be a ploy by Moriarty just to, you know, try and get one last hurrah in. But there isn't really much point now. There's not really much point at all. There's, we were to get out of here, then everything would be completely fine. I mean, this world would be destroyed, but, it's like if, what's the word I'm looking, or what's the comparison I'm looking for here? Like, it's like if you played like a game and like the end was coming, but if you stopped playing, then you would never see the end coming. But if you kept on playing, you could prevent the end, sort of thing. Like, it's that sort of thing. Like, if you just do nothing, then the world is going to be destroyed, but we don't really see any of that. But if we can save this fake world. It's all part of the Phantom stuff. Anyways, that's a relief. Even though you've now saved a world or two, you're still just as caring, optimistic, and possessed of an indomitable fighting spirit as ever. Alright then, I guess that settles it. You have Chaldea's full support. Of course, that doesn't mean we won't also lay the groundwork for a forced race shift to bring you home. Yeah, if worse comes to worse, that's kind of gonna have to be necessary. Alright then, now that you made your decision, I suppose I had better tell you something else. Does this new thing you have to tell us have anything to do with why you've been so nervous? Well, if Mr. Stardust has decided to go home, there wouldn't be any point in sharing this other truth. Oh, there's more to it. Great. I shall now tell you how the culprit, the evil Moriarty, plans on destroying the planet. It is true that the world divided to Earth's safeguards would fail to work. Nonetheless, destroying the entire planet should remain utterly unfathomable. No matter how great his control over Shinjuku may be, it is not enough to destroy the world. In which case, Moriarty, what do you think you would need to make such destruction possible? To destroy the planet, one would need enough energy to match that scale. That energy would need to be focused towards the Earth's core, a central destruction point. Naturally, this is far easier said than done. The sheer amount of energy required for such a task is incomprehensibly massive. For example, a meteor. A meteor falling to Earth would easily meet such energy requirements. But of course, there's no reliable way to predict such an occurrence. Such a thing may generate the requisite energy, but it would not be possible for it to hit the necessary target. In which case, the next thing one would need is a device designed to draw in a passing meteor and direct its impact to the desired coordinates, which I'm assuming is what the barrel is for. Oh, a gun barrel, yep. So the whole tower, that big tower that we were taken to, is going to be used to draw in a meteor in order to destroy this Earth. So a meteor itself is the bullet. That's interesting. Remember, Master? That mysterious tower that stands on Shinjuku's western edge. The one growing taller by the day, as if it were trying to pierce the heavens themselves. That is the device that Moriarty will need to complete his plan. Wait, what? That building is an actual gun barrel? But it doesn't even move. How could something like that possibly load a meteor like a bullet? A phantom spirit. A phantom spirit? What does a spirit that failed to become a heroic spirit have to do with this? Indeed, I too was puzzled by why Moriarty was so focused on phantom spirits. But upon rereading his book, The Dynamics of an Asteroid, I finally understood. He plans to control a meteor using the servant's abilities. That is why he needs a phantom spirit's power. Power to hit a target no matter the circumstance. Thus, the phantom spirit he has summoned is none other than Der Frühschütz Max the Free Shooter, a hunter who made a deal with the devil for 7 magical bullets. That is who Moriarty has absorbed, and also why he's an archer, I'm assuming. 6 of his 7 bullets will always hit their mark, regardless of their obstacles in their path. In other words, he has no control over the 7th and final bullet. And that's not all. This ability is more about hitting targets than actually hurting them. Thus, this phantom spirit is usually relegated to nothing more than a character in an opera. That is why Moriarty is taking advantage of. Now I see. That explains why I was summoned as an archer and not a caster. And why I'm able to fire bullets and missiles from this coffin I've never used while I was alive. Yeah, that's a little bit important of a detail, like, I wonder what this handy-dandy coffin's all about. You couldn't figure that out sooner? Jalter makes an excellent point. Sorry about that. I imagine that must be some of the knowledge I lost during the split. No, fucking hell, I don't know. I feel like you should be able to at least deduct that, deductive reasoning, some sort of thing. Like, I feel like I should be a caster. Why am I an archer? This is strange. Once the tower is complete, it won't be long before a meteor comes our way. Once it does, it'll jump into the barrel and be fired into the planet. Voila! Magic bullet. Which, if Moriarty's theory is correct, will result in the murder of Earth itself. The most heinous crime committed throughout all of history, a massacre of unprecedented scale. You flatter me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're taking the evil to heart now that you realize that you're Moriarty. Idiot. At any rate, regardless of whether this plan is feasible, we are certain it is what the League of Phantom Fiends is working towards, correct? Indubitably. I know it's filthy rich coming from me, seeing as I tried to destroy France and all, but yikes. I mean, that'd kill all of them, too. Indeed it would. Though, of course, thinking logically, a servant can never truly die. Nonetheless, if they are still aiding in the world's destruction, they are likely doing so for pleasure, revenge, or some other unknown purpose. Thus, their role is to build an enormous wall, overrun Shinjuku, and guard the barrel. If we wish to save Shinjuku, our first step must be to neutralize the assassin of Shinjuku. Indeed, that transformation ability is quite formidable. If left unchecked, I may well end up cutting down Jalter by mistake. Try it, ice bitch queen. I dare you. I fucking dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. But yeah, I agree. That guy pisses me off, and we should kill him soon. So how do we do that? Gotta track him down. Now then, Moriarty. Yeah, Holmes? What do you want from me now that you've robbed me of my job explaining things? That's what you're upset about? At any rate, I want you to come up with a plan. That is what you excel at, isn't it? Scheming. I may excel at foiling plans, but when it comes to crafting them, you are no doubt my better. So that's how it is. In that case, I'll need information. Give me everything you have on the enemy, including their dealings with external entities. Very well. Here you are. Ah, interesting. Now I see. We do this followed by that. Although, what we really need is sexiness. Oh no. Oh god. What are you planning here? But of course, it is absolutely crucial. Are you certain about this? Moriarty's plans may appear nonsensical, but in hindsight, they nearly always work out well. I understand your concern, but I think it's worth rolling the dice on. He looks very, very smug about this. Alright then, everyone. We're off to the city to buy clothes. And by buy, I of course mean steal. Yeah, can't really buy all too much. What? We're going clothes shopping. We're gonna have a date. It's gonna be a grand time. Sure this will work? Oh yes, without a doubt. As for you, Holmes, I shall let you land the final blow. Good grief. I know this was my idea, but your plan is exceptionally reckless. Master, just to make sure it's all right with you to proceed. Just to make sure, is it all right with you to proceed with my plan? Yeah, we don't really have much of a choice. If it is your plan, I'm sure it'll work out somehow. Indubitably. I agree it is rather reckless, but it also makes full use of everything we bring to the table. Sexiness! Hell yeah. We bring to the table sexiness. I trust it'll work out. Okay, let's get this started. It's dress up time! But first, go ahead and clear out those ruffians and brainwashed coloratorists. There's still coloratorists around? They refuse to leave? Makes sense. In that case, it's battle time. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm surprised there are still coloratorists around, honestly. I figured getting rid of Christine and Phantom of the Opera would get rid of them, but nope, they're still sticking around, for better or for worse. Alright, let's go ahead and get a start on this. This is likely going to be pretty, I wouldn't say easy, but it's going to be a lot simpler just because of the fact that we don't have to deal with all too much in terms of damage on this first wave, which means we can build up on both stars and MP generation. Unless you go specifically for MHXA, which really isn't nice, but we are good, we are good. End this off with another one of those. Let's get a little bit more MP generation, even though we could probably use Hans a bit more for that. I forgot again to check which craft essences that I'm using. Okay, this will be good. Ah, great. Okay. That is actually perfect. Use our heal and get our heal back on. Oh, and we gotta deal with the Yakuza guy again. Man, I don't want to get eat. That's just lame, if you ask me. We're gonna have to focus on getting some critical ups again. Go ahead and go all out on our sending everything out. Try and retain some critical stars and get the most of it we can. We could go for the Arts Brave Chain, but besides getting more MP generation back for Hans, which would honestly be kind of nice, but honestly, I'd rather get the MP generation and stars from this, since we're not going to be able to get natural star gen anymore, besides from, what's it called? Crap. Our star rate, man, this blows. Let's go ahead and just, I guess we can go with this instead. That should be able to kill? Yeah, even without the crit, we were able to get that. MP, which we'll definitely be able to use for the next wave. Hopefully it's not anything too major, but and also with this, we'll be able to get another MP. I believe her MP generation should be that good. Alright, cool. And a little bit of stars for the road. And now, even if we have the, fucking, what's it called? It's have a single enemy, this is going to be a lot easier. But we don't. We actually have multiple enemies on this. There's no need to actually do that one. We can go for the, let's go for the quick chain just to get a little bit more stars for the road. And I gotta remember that Cross Caliber actually doesn't have too much of an overcharge effect unless I'm fighting sabers. So it's going to be a lot better to put that second or first in any chain, which is nice because there are a lot of ones that like you put second or third, especially what's it called? It's Atalanta's here. Atalanta's is definitely more of a like later you can put it in the better, just for pure star generation, which we're going to see the height of here, because this is definitely going to be useful. This is the best this team's actually worked out for me. Usually this team, like, it works out, but it's a lot more rough around the edges. We're not going to be able, I don't think we're going to be able to get Cross Caliber back, but we're going to be able to get damn close. Oh, wow, we did. God, that MP generation was good. Don't kill me. All right, we're good. Go ahead and finish this up. Holy shit, this plan actually worked 100% correctly for once, instead of having to rely on my backline and having to worry about, you know, who do I have in the back line just to deal with this sort of thing. We've actually had our front line fully work as it was supposed to. This is a first, and we'll see. I hope to continue seeing that as time goes on, though we're probably gonna have to deal with more things like RNG was on our side, honestly, in that. But it's gonna help to get some skills up in the future. Only one fluid, spinal cord fluid. That's unfortunate. Oh well, beggars can't be choosers. Right then, everyone, what say we get changed? Go out there and raise hell. Changed, huh? Changed, huh? Go get your sexy factor on. Are we getting changed too? Master. Not so fast. Your outfit is right here. Don't make that expression. That probably means it's not a good. Huh? That definitely means it's not a good. Oh, Lord. All right. Well, I guess we'll see what that outfit entails next time on Chapter 12 of Shinjuku. For everybody that watched this video, thank you guys so much, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, guys.